There we go, first stroke, and we're underway with this A final for the men's fours.
A little bit slow off the blocks from the Australian crew. A very fast start, though, from the two boats in the middle, Italy and the Netherlands. And what incredible semi-finals we saw leading up to this A final. There was a very close race in semi-final 2 between the Dutch, the Australian and the German boats, and that shock exit of the United States.
Well, it's been a great start from the Italians. For me, I think the Americans being out in the B final, this race is absolutely wide open, and any one of these crews have to believe that they're going to win it. The Australians, you can see them there in yellow, perhaps marginally the favourites, although the Dutch did take them in the semi, and the Dutch have had a fantastic record at these championships. Their bow, they're number 4 in second place, and the crew has been flying through these championships, coached by Rennie Minders, of course.
And we can see the bows of 5 and 6 there closest to us. Australia in lane 5, Canada in lane 6. In both of those boats, there are big men with ergos sub 540. So that's Josh Dunkley-Smith in the 2-seat of the Australian boat. Went sub 540 this season, the Olympic silver medalist. And Conlon McCabe, the stroke of the Canadian boat.
So Italy really starting to solidify their lead out here. They've still got quite a high rate of striking. It's a canvas up on Australia going through the 500, and it's a packed one then between the Netherlands and Canada for current third place. Look here though, the bow ball, the number 4 on it, that's the Netherlands starting to make themselves known in this regatta as they start to reel in the Italians with the Aussies.
Yeah, we can see the Aussies on screen there. Will Lockwood up in the bow seat, the Olympic silver medalist from 2012, and the Aussies really starting to establish themselves. The Italians look to pay now for that fast start.
It's interesting to hear Will Lockwood talk about their new coach Simon Cox, who's the Brit now working with the Aussies. He's quite an introverted guy, Simon, but he has really laid into them in terms of physically, and Lockwood said maybe we were good technical rowers but not so strong physically, and Simon Cox has done a lot of work on the ergos and the weights, has been very demanding, and I'm sure the Aussie 4 are going to be thankful of that now. But it's the Italians over there, the 4 men from Napoli. I love watching the zest and the sparkle of this 4 and the way they race, because they're always aggressive from the front of the race, and really flying at the moment.
And the Australians now move into the lead. We know there was a late crew change only a matter of weeks ago when Alex Lloyd had a bike accident in training, came off his bike, was sent home with his injuries, and Josh Dunkley-Smith moved from the 8 into the 4. He's in the 2-seat there.
Yeah, you can see him with the bun in his head. He's found it very difficult to come out of the 8. He was committed to that boat in the 4, but really made it his own now. Of course, had to settle for silver in the Olympics, but the Aussies go through, and are they delivering? Because we thought this 4 should win gold. A year ago they came out with the bronze medal. Now this could be their time. Alex Lloyd watching at home with his arm in a sling, apparently.
Poor chap to watch this, but they're doing well here though. They're getting out in front of the Italians, who are doing everything they can to cling on to that current silver medal position. Battle is on though for bronze. Canada currently in the bronze medal position under serious pressure from the Dutch.
And we saw the Australians look very strong in their semi-final, but the Dutch, don't they have a sprint on them? They're the crew that everyone will be watching coming into the final quarter, but the Australians, Will Lockwood, Josh Dunkley-Smith, Spencer Turren and Alex Hill, they're the current race leaders. The Italians fighting behind them.
The Aussies did lead in the semi, and the Dutch did row through them, but well, what's the margin now? You can see the Dutch there, and well, what do you make of that, Pete?
Well, they're starting to drop back actually. So they were 3rd through the first 500, 4th through the 1,000 as Canada rode through them, and I think Great Britain are starting to do the same. So GB, fastest boat on the water at the moment, and they're moving up into 4th place. It's tied at the front between Australia and Italy according to the graphic, but I think that's wrong, because Australia are still out in front, Italy in 2nd, and Great Britain are following the Canadians to challenge for 3rd place. The graphic's right, Italy are alongside Australia as we go through 1500, so they put on a bit of turn of pace there. We're lifting the rating to 40 to try and challenge Australia for the gold.
We're set for a fantastic last 400 metres, aren't we? The Australians have made their move in the middle 1,000 metres. The Italians have got flexibility. We saw what the Canadians did on that sprint in the semi-final with that power of Conlon McCabe that Sarah's spoken about. What a fantastic race. The British up there on the top of your screen.
They're so very much in this, the British, but looking at the Aussies and the Italians look like they're starting to struggle in terms of strength and stamina, but the Aussies are looking great here. They're sitting upright, they look so composed. I think we're coming into the last 300, they're going to have a turn of pace, but look at these Italians, they're out in front now.
Look at the passion of the Italians. They are absolutely going for it. Italy up on 42 strokes a minute. The other crews are going to need to answer. Germany on 41, GB on 40. Australia needs to respond.
And the Italians have done so much work this year. The training program's gone up to a new level, and you see the benefits. Up to an amazing sprint out of nowhere, and they're still taking water out of the Australians.
This is absolutely incredible. 100 metres to go now. Italy out in front. GB pulling up alongside Australia. We may see a GB silver medal here as we come up towards the line. They're neck and neck coming into the last 30 metres. Italy looks solid for this gold medal. This is a turn of events. Italy are going to cross world champions in the men's fours, and then it's going to come down to the line. Australia look like they've just done it. They take the silver medal following that incredible charge from Great Britain. Photo finish required, but what a charge from Australia. Looked like they went across the line first, but we must wait for the official results on that one.